In less than 1 week, Annette and I are visiting Poland for a wedding and then making a multi-day stop in Switzerland to do some exploring and to shoot some fun content. And before we leave, I have a critical decision to make. Which tripod do I bring? I've gathered 8 different tripods, some very popular, some I was really interested in, and others because they offer some really unique features. And in today's video, I'm going to compare and test 29 different data points across all 8 tripods to award best value, best stability, best versatility, best portability, and of course, most importantly, best overall to determine which tripod is going to be my new go-to travel tripod. To determine which tripod gets what award, I took the time to put together the spreadsheet comparing as many different data points as possible. While you and I might not agree on which tripod should have won which award, because at the end of the day, it is my subjective opinion, if you want to come to your own decision, I'll leave a link to the spreadsheet in the description box down below. Now let's start off by looking at our contenders in alphabetical order. First, we have the newer Light Trip carbon fiber tripod. Next, we have 2 Peak Design tripods in the mix, including the original carbon fiber travel tripod as well as the new Pro carbon fiber tripod. Following those, we have the Sirui Traveler 7C carbon fiber tripod with an insane price of $139 for a carbon fiber tripod, mind you. Then we've got 2 entries from SmallRig, the lightweight aluminum travel tripod that I've actually used for several months this year, along with their portable carbon fiber tripod with a video head. And finally, we've got 2 tripods from Ulanzi, the Ulanzi Fall Cam Tree Root Light carbon fiber tripod and the Glide Go carbon fiber tripod. First on the list was operational range, which is pretty straightforward. I basically just measured the height of the tripods at different levels, like maximum height with the column extended, then with the column retracted, then the minimum height possible with the standard configuration, then finally, if the tripods were capable of it, the minimum height possible with their respective low mode. Following that, we moved on to testing the ball heads, checking to see how precise they were at locking in an exact composition, along with their rigidity on holding their positions after they've been locked in. Plus, we made notes of whether or not they had built-in panning, tilting, as well as whether or not they could shoot vertical natively, specifically if it can shoot vertically and still have full range of motion. After that, we looked at the portability and speeds of the tripod, checking their weights, seeing how tall they were when fully folded up, how many leg sections they had, as well as the type of locking mechanism they used. And then, of course, something that I find pretty important, how fast and smooth are they to deploy and break down? This test specifically made me realize that these locks are not made equally. Tripods like the SmallRig aluminum tripod have really stiff lever locks that are uncomfortable to operate, while some lever locks like the ones on the Ulanzi Glide Go travel tripod and the SmallRig portable carbon fiber tripod use spring-loaded locks which make them pop open really easily, but then means you have to make sure they are fully pressed down all the way, otherwise they might just pop back open, which you may or may not like, but I personally did not love this. This also made me appreciate how much better the updated Peak Design Pro tripods lever locks are over their original travel tripod counterparts. But the most notable part actually confirms something I've been assuming for the past few months, and that's that good twist locks feel so much better to operate. Like, the test results speak for themselves, showing that the 2 twist lock tripods that we had were the fastest to deploy and break down, even when compared against 6 other lever lock tripods. On top of that, the Tree Root Light specifically has this really satisfying to operate twist lock that only requires a third of a full rotation to fully unlock the legs, making deploying and breaking down this specific tripod really comfortable and fast. Next, I tested for stability through the amount of wobble in the center column when fully extended, as well as the flex in the legs of each of the tripods. No surprise, the beefiest contender, the Peak Design Pro tripod, had the least amount of wobble and leg flex. Fortunately though, all 8 tripods have a counterweight hook on the bottom of their center columns, letting you use something like your backpack to add additional stability to your tripod setup. After that, we took a look at some bonus features that might separate these tripods further. Every tripod is capable of being switched into the underslung mode for super low angle shots. Some tripods had hidden Allen keys for quick in the field modifications. The Sirui Traveler 7C and the SmallRig portable carbon fiber travel tripod were able to transform into monopods, while the Ulanzi Glide Go travel tripod has the really cool ability to transform into a top-down camera setup. For all-terrain shooting, I also checked and discovered that 6 of the tripods have screw-on feet, but only the Sirui Traveler 7C include spiked feet options in the box, while the Peak Design design ones are an additional accessory purchase. My favorite were of course the SmallRig aluminum travel tripod and the Ulanzi Fallcam tree root light, which have them integrated directly into the tripod feet. Some of the tripods also have 1/4 20-inch mounting points on the tripods themselves, making it possible to mount additional accessories and gear to the tripods themselves. And finally, I took a note of the camera mounting mechanism for each of the ball heads, noting the plate styles they accepted and the locking mechanism they use, whether it was a twist knob, collar ring, or button lock. So after assessing all of those factors, let's start off with our first award for Best Value Tripod, and that award goes to the Sirui Traveler 7C. First of all, it has a maximum operational height of 65.5 inches, making it one of the taller options in our lineup, and despite the fact that the minimum standard operating height is just 21.5 inches, it can get as low to the ground as you need. You'll just need to flip it into underslung mode. It's relatively lightweight at 3.5 pounds and has versatile features like a 1/4 20 mounting point, and more impressively for versatility, it offers the ability to disconnect one of the legs to turn it into a monopod. And while it's not my favorite twist lock in the world, it's still a twist lock tripod, which I personally prefer, giving it the second fastest setup and breakdown time of the 8 tripods tested. And of course, you get all of that at the super low price of $139, making it an extremely appealing budget option for a lightweight travel tripod. Next, let's talk about my choice for Best Stability, and I think no one's gonna be surprised, but that award goes to the new Peak Design Pro tripod. Thanks to those thicker leg columns and 4-leg segment design, it is remarkably stable compared to the other options on the list. Like I said before, the leg flex and wobble are kept to a minimum, and the new updated ball head offers great range of operation for both horizontal and vertical shooting. On top of that, the 40-pound payload capacity is the highest on the list, and the ball head really feels like it matches that description because it's the only ball head that I can't wrestle out of position once I have the collar cranked down. It also has the largest operational range out of any of the tripods listed, and while I don't prefer latch locks, these ones are definitely the smoothest latch locks out of all of the tripods I tested. And while it's the heaviest tripod in the group, weighing in at 4.2 pounds, that additional weight, whilst not fun to lug around, will likely lead to more stability. What about Best Versatility? Which tripod has the most functionality in the most amount of scenarios? And there's going to be a runner-up for this choice, but the winner has to be the Ulanzi Glide Go Travel Tripod. First of all, it has the tallest max height out of the bunch, sitting high and mighty at almost 74 inches of height. I do have to preface, I don't think it's going to be very stable this high up, but when you need that height, it's crazy impressive that this tripod is able to pack all of that into a small lightweight package, giving you over 50 inches of operational range. Then there's the fact that it has a video head, which means you have more granular control of both pan and tilt, making framing your composition a lot more precise, and it means that if you're looking for a travel tripod for both photo and video, this gives you a lot more ability to add movement into your frame using a more traditional tripod head instead of a ball head. Then of course, the most impressive feature is that it can transform into all of these crazy orientations to give you a ton of freedom in framing, including the ability to create top-down shots wherever you are with very little effort. For those reasons, I found this tripod to be the most versatile of the bunch, and if you're interested in learning more about this tripod, the next video on this channel is actually going to be a sponsored showcase of this tripod that I'm really excited to get into because seriously, it's never been easier to do top-down video shots. Now, I did say there's a runner-up for Best Versatility, and that would be the SmallRig portable carbon fiber tripod for a lot of the same reasons, like the fact that it has over 50 inches of operational range, it has a video head for more precise composition control, it's quite stable, and if you're not a top-down kind of shooter and you would rather have the ability to convert your tripod into a monopod, this tripod might be better for you. Alright, we're nearing my choice for best overall travel tripod, but first we have to talk about the tripod with the best portability. And getting that award is going to be the Peak Design Travel Tripod. Honestly, I was both surprised and not at the same time, but just take a look at the size of this tripod compared to everything else. Years later, this is still one of the best form factors for a travel tripod, easily fitting in the side of a backpack's water bottle holder and weighing in at under 3 pounds. And even with that compactness in mind, it still offers over 50 inches of operational range, and as I said in my Peak Design Pro Tripod review video, you can mitigate the poor native vertical capabilities by using an accessory like an L bracket on your camera. And now, what you've all been waiting for, best overall travel tripod for 2025 is, drumroll please, the Ulanzi Fall Cam Tree Root Light Tripod. Let's start off with the size and portability. It strikes a really good balance of a slim portable tripod with a folded height of just around 18.5 inches and weighs under 3 pounds. Despite that, it has an operational range of over 50 inches and ability to switch into low mode. The legs are surprisingly stable with low flex, and I personally don't leave my tripod with the column extender for long periods of time, so I'm not worried about the wobble. More important for me is operating this tripod on a daily basis while I'm traveling, constantly taking it out of my camera backpack, setting it up for a shot, then quickly breaking it down and moving to the next spot. So with that in mind, the incredibly smooth twist lock legs were a huge factor in how much I like this tripod. And I personally really like Ulanzi's F38 quick release plates because so far they're the quickest system I've used without compromising security. The only thing that isn't superb about this tripod for me personally is the fact that, yeah, it's just an above average ball head when it comes to precision, and it's only rated for a little over 6.5 pounds, but when I'm traveling, that's enough for all the different camera and lens combinations I plan to shoot with. Plus, the ball head is versatile for positioning my camera wherever I need it, and that means the native vertical shooting is really seamless as well. It has all of the creature comforts I like to see in tripods too, with the hidden Allen key, the integrated spiked feet, and 2/4 20-inch mounting points. Just like when it comes to cameras, the best tripod is going to be the one that you actually want to bring with you and that you actually pull out of your camera bag to use. Over the past month of testing these tripods, this is the tripod that I consistently reached for and packed into my camera bag, and not only that, but I actually took out and used, and honestly, a lot of that came down to the fact that these twist locks are really smooth to operate, making setting up the tripod and breaking it down literally just like that, and it never felt like it was an obstruction in the way, a burden of a task I had to like take care of. It was just like, cool, let me bust out my tripod real quick, all right, let me pack it away, let's keep going. And for that reason, plus all of the other features available on this tripod, is why it's my choice for best overall travel tripod for 2025. But what do you think is the best travel tripod of 2025? Do you agree with me? Is it another tripod on this list, or is it a tripod that I actually haven't mentioned in this video? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're interested in checking out any of the tripods I talked about today, links to those will be in the description as well. All right, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and get subscribed if you want to see that showcase video showcasing the new Glide Go tripod. Super cool for top-down shots. Really excited to show you guys how that works, and also really excited to show you guys content from our upcoming trip to Poland and Switzerland. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.